Hello everyone. So this is sort of a random thing, but I found these things from like a long time ago. Okay, not that long ago, but the idea of these are like a few years old. So I just wanted to share some with you. So the thing you gotta know most about these characters is my art style has changed a lot. Like, I don't know, take this girl here. She's all chibi and stuff. And then take like my most recent art. Yeah, it's definitely changed. This one is like a warrior girl, but like from the sea. Diona? I don't actually remember this one much. We never used this one much. But yeah, she's pretty cool actually. She never had a story, she just looked cool. Oh, she was actually based off of, I went to MegaCon, and there was this one cosplayer who cosplayed as a Pokemon, I think it was one of the Eevee evolutions, and I'm like, well, that looks cool. So I made her into a paper play character. Next are these two peoples. This here is my old Splatoon OC Indigo. See her name on the back. She looks weird. I used to draw Inklings very weirdly. And this girl looks way too chibi. I think this is when I was practicing drawing Inklings and I didn't know how to. This girl doesn't have a name. She was supposed to be like a villain in my weird fan fiction. I never actually made one, but yeah. These two were never really fully developed characters. Some of these, like this girl right here, are not fully developed characters. This, though, is a already existing character. This is Kirby. I remember we had a lot of fun with Kirby. Like, Kirby would eat absolutely everything. Yeah, Kirby was just kind of there. He didn't really speak. I think there was like this whole storyline that we did where like Kirby learned how to speak or something. I don't know. He mainly just ate everything. Here is Mettaton and Temmie. They aren't in the stories much. Temmie was probably just, whenever she was around, she was just kind of stupid. To be honest, I don't really know what Mettaton did at all. So, yeah, these characters weren't really important. Now, Duck. I remember Duck. I made these two when I first started watching Princess Tutu, and I'm like, Duck from Princess Tutu is a great character. This is really when my obsession with ducks, well, not obsession, but this is when I really started to like ducks. I do really like ducks. I don't know, something about Duck from Princess Tutu. She's just a cute, clumsy character. And I used Duck whenever I could in the stories. I just liked it. So yeah, she wasn't used a lot, but she was used more than all these peoples. So yeah. Now we come to the characters that were used the most. This one was a joke character. Okay, this is supposed to be Ganondorf. So you can see it has the yellowish paper, unlike the white paper. This is the paper that they had at the school. So we didn't get any reference pictures at the school, so we were like, okay. So we know he's green and he has like an orange beard. And Gavin, this is actually what Gavin made. Gavin made this monstrosity. But it's hilarious. We kind of like, this is like just a meme we made. This is Dark Link. or Shadow Link. I think it's Shadow Link actually. I remember, okay, I remember we did make a meme out of this. Not out of this one, but let's see if I can find the picture. Okay, so I found the picture. We actually made a meme out of this. This one picture that I had in my comic book. My manga, I guess I should call it. But I actually don't have the picture of the meme. I wish I did because I remember it being hilarious. This is a gingerbread man Midna. Again, the yellow paper. We didn't have any references, so she turned out to look like this. I don't know why she's as tall as everyone else. She's supposed to be short, but whatever. Here is a poorly drawn Zelda because we didn't know what she looked like, and again, no references. You can. And here is the three. The ones from, okay, this is when I first bought this comic book, and we kind of became obsessed with Four Swords and this comic book. Red Link, he's the super happy one. He's too happy for his own good. This is Purple Link. He's the smart one. He just doesn't care about stuff. And then him. The reason why some of these have cardboard backs is because so this doesn't happen. His feet fell off and it looks like it hurts. This is actually his face in the first place, but it's just so funny how it turned out that way. This is Breath of the Wild Link. I think we only had Breath of the Wild Link. We might have had regular Link at some point. And these two are Ross and Lana. These two, this is my OC, this is my friend's OC. And these OCs actually stand to this day. Let me show you them right now. So here's Ross. This Ross is uncolored. This Ross is mainly more detailed. Ross has changed. Oh yeah, and Gavin told me that his hair doesn't cover his eye patch and that it covers his actual eye, but then I'm like, well, then he can't see. So, yeah. And here, it's actually colored. Here's Lana. Lana hasn't changed as much. I sort of kept her the same. Except her boots became higher and there's no fluff on the boots. Oh yeah, and instead of the strap, it's like crisscrosses. This is one of my OCs now. This is actually my main Splatoon OC instead of Indigo. I pretty much just scrapped Indigo completely and went to Casey. I'll probably make a video someday about my OCs, but it's just nice to see the first ever drawings I had. I think I had a bigger version of her just so I can finalize the outfit. I'm pretty proud of her. This one, when I created this one, I had just recently watched a Let's Play on Sonic and the Black Knight. And this is Percival. I don't know how to say her name. But this is basically Blaze's character. Why does she have no hair here? She has a bald spot here. So yeah, this is basically a human Blaze from Sonic and the Black Knight. I don't know why I made this. This is probably one of these ones used along with her. This is Isla. She is from a book called Foxcraft. It's a chapter book. I really do like this book. It's probably my favorite book series. You can see this one was owned by one of my other friends because it has the thin cardboard from a cereal box instead of the thick cardboard that I used. And the cardboard you can actually tell which ones are older or not if they have cardboard and if they have the ragged edges here. If they had the ragged edges, they are newer because we didn't have scissors. If they had cardboard, they are older. They're like one of the first ones I've made because, well, eventually I just kind of gave up on putting cardboard on all of them because, I mean, look at all these. These are two random characters we were joking about. I was like, so here's Brittany and here's Tasha. These are two random characters that we started to develop, but then I created these like towards the end of Paper Play when Paper Play was starting to die down. These are two like sexy characters that are just like, oh my gosh, like that. I think she turns into a purple and pink cat, and she turns into a pink and purple dog. Now here is all the RWBY characters that I made. So here are 3 Yangs. So this one is volume 4 Yang. And these two are both volume 1 through 3 Yangs. I think I lost this Yang, so I had to make a new one. Or did I lose this Yang? I'm not sure, but this one is definitely the better Yang. Here are 2 Noras. This is volume 1 through 3 Nora. This is volume 4 Nora. Here's not actually a RWBY character. This is Courtney Project S&T. So, she is a YouTuber that is really funny. She has this Sonic OC named S&T, and it's such a funny. She made a bunch of these cringy old comic books about her Sonic OC, and it's just funny. So I decided to make this YouTuber. Here is a really weirdly drawn Cinder. She seems so stiff. All these characters are just like circles for heads and then stick bodies. Some of them have down arms, some of them, the ones that have skirts, arms are like out like that. It's strange. Here are 2 Blakes. This is volume 4 Blake. This is volume 1 through 3 Blake. These are actually pretty good drawn Blakes for my old art style standards instead of my new art style. Here are 2 Weisses, again, volume 4, volume 1 through 3. These are, I like Weiss's mouth right here. She doesn't look impressed. This is volume 4 Ruby. This is volume 1 through 3 Ruby. I actually kind of like the way I drew her outfit right here. If only it was larger in scale. Oh, and here we get into, we have Neo in her disguise, and we have just regular Neo, which I like how I drew her hair. It was pretty nice. This is one of our RWBY OCs. This is Vio. They are sisters. We had another one, which is a brother. His name was Geo. His full name was like Geographic or something, and he was blue, so we had like pink, purple, and blue. Geo's character is all messed up. Geo was Yang's and Blake's adopted son, but then I'm like, well, that doesn't make sense, because how could they be adopted sons if they're these two's brother? He was just all messed up. I don't know, it's just weird. Here are the 3 Sonic characters. This is when I still really liked Sonic, but RWBY, as you can see, sort of took over my obsession with Sonic. Now I'm probably super obsessed with Sonic more than RWBY. But RWBY is amazing. So here is the old Silver, one of the first Paper Plate characters I made. The old Silver has weird hair and looks kind of shy. This Silver is like when I started to get into my newer art style. And here's Tails. You can see this one was also owned, this one was also owned by a friend, the same one who owned this. Yeah, it's just a human version of Tails. It's kind of weird. His face is yellow for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe I just didn't have a skin color. Like, believe it or not, the skin color I used is actually just orange colored very lightly because I didn't have a skin color. To this day, I don't have a skin color, actually. I need to get one. I actually didn't want to draw actual Sonic characters because I thought that'd be weird that they were hanging around all these humans. Now I would probably just draw the actual Sonic characters. And here is my 4 Pride and Joys. Okay, these 4 are actually OCs that I still own to today. This is Cosmo Crescentite? Cosmo Crescentite? I don't know. Chris from Sonic X. Cosmo from Sonic X. Oh no, everything's coming together. No, I just really like the name Cosmo. This is one of the 4 elements This is in a comic book I was making called The Elemental Sisters. Never finished that comic book, but I always kept the OCs. This is Cosmo. She is plant. She is the element of plant. This is Araxine? Or is that her last name? Vivian Araxine. I might just change her name to Araxine. I like the name Araxine. She is the water. She kind of looks like a mermaid with her top there. And this is when my Rubiness kicks in. Like, these two OCs are heavily based off of Weiss and Yang. This one almost looks identical to Yang. Like, super identical, besides the faded hair and that she has an undershirt on. Like, come on, can't you be original, old me? This is Aria? Is it Aria or Aria? I don't know, it's just Era. Just Air and then A at the end. Arkansas. Arkansas. Why did I have to come up with last names for these people? I mean, I guess that's a thing that you should do, but I don't actually care about last names. So yeah, she is the element of wind, heavily based off of Weiss, as in her character, more than her design. She is like, you know, a sassy, like richer girl, just like Weiss. And then the Yang ripoff, Fira, Hataru. Is that like a Chinese or like Asian last name? I don't know. That's just strange. Yeah, I'll make an OC video. I'll eventually make a video about my OCs. And these 4 lovely ladies will be in it once they have a new design. But believe it or not, this lovely lady is this lovely lady. This, my newest art, I actually started redesigning her. So yeah, this is what she's turned into. I just think it's really cool that you can just go back and see your old art style and then look how much you've improved. It's great, and I'm just like, I'm so glad I kept these instead of threw them away like I would have done. So yeah, I'm gonna keep these forever unless cockroaches start living in their cardboard. No. Yeah, it's just a thing that I have. Paper play, everyone. Paper play. Anyways, I'll wrap up this video. I just wanted to share this with the, well, 12 subscribers that I have. Anyways, I'll see you in